Greetings to all, my name is Battle Builder, and welcome to Minecraft 101. In this series, I'm going to be talking about some of the basics of Minecraft, how to help you get started, or just to help learn about it if you're in a conversation with someone and they talk about it. So up here, I'll start with the different UI settings. UI stands for user interface. That's the things you can interact with, such as buttons and switches and the background of this place and everything else. Down here in the bottom left of the Minecraft tab, you see Minecraft 1.19. That is the game version that you are on. This is as of my recording this video, this is the latest release of Minecraft, the most updated version. And as you can see in the background here, it's looking at a 360 image of a Minecraft world. You see some mangrove trees, mud, and some frogs. You see a river swampland. You see some moss. Things like that are what are going to appear in the background of your screen. There are some things that can change what the background of it is, but today I'm talking about regular Minecraft with no add-ons. So in the bottom right here, it shows the copyright to Mojang AB, do not distribute. That just shows that Mojang Studios owns all the rights to this game, and pirating it is illegal. And yes, and there's a boat with a chest in it. That's a new part of this update. Up here you see the title of the game, Minecraft. There have been Easter egg glitches at some point where the C and the E get swapped and it says Mince Raft, but I don't think I've encountered that myself. It's very rare. And right here it says Java Edition. That tells you that this is the edition that is played on PC. And then there's usually a little funny random message right here. Today it says less addictive than TV tropes. Which is cool, I guess. Oh, look, there's a bee. Yes. So now let's get to the buttons. We have single player, multiplayer, Minecraft Realms, options, quick game, and this. And this. So let's click on this, see what it does. This is the language setting. That's why there's a globe there and a speech bubble. These are the different languages that you can choose. Now I'm not going to switch my language right here because I'm only able to read English. To be honest, oh my goodness, there are even some languages that they made just for fun. There's Pirate Speak, and then there's Upside Down English, which is very funny. Yeah. Where's Unicode font? I don't know what that setting does. But yeah. So that was the languages. Now let's go to options. Here you can see FOV. That is your field of view. And you won't be able to see the difference of that until you're actually in a Minecraft world. And this button I haven't seen before, online. Oh yes, this is just your settings as it pertains to things that need internet. Server listings, most online players as part of their public status. This is Realms notifications. Those won't make sense until we delve into multiplayer and realms. Skin customization, these are things you can turn on and off, but you won't be able to see them until we're in a world. Actually, a lot of these you won't be able to see until we're in a world. So, let's go into a world. If you want to play a world by yourself, select single player. And if you want to go into a world where other people can join, also known as a server, you click multiplayer. As you can see, I have several multiplayer servers. Hypixel is one of the most popular servers, Minecraft servers in the world today. There are a bunch of other ones here that I haven't gone on in a while. And to go into a server, it requires an internet connection. You need access to the internet to go on to a server. Now, Minecraft Realms, this is a place where you can actually requires transactions to get. As you can see, there's a free trial for Realms that you can get, where you can get pre-made, customized Minecraft maps, which are very cool, but you do have to purchase them unless you have the free trial available. I have not used it, and I don't really intend to use it, but and look up here, Realms News. These are that just takes you to an outside URL to a Google Chrome tab or whatever browser you use. It puts the URL in there. And we have the quick game button, which obviously closes the Minecraft window. I'm not going to do it yet because I want to keep filming. And I can click down here on what looks to be a little person. These are your accessibility settings. Just a little smaller detail options that you can use. Subtitles are for sounds. There's no dialogue in Minecraft. For like animal sounds and explosions, block breaking, things like that. Auto jump, sprint. You know what? Oh, narrator. Let me show you what narrator does.
Narrator, narrates all button. Left click to switch to narrator, narrates chat. Narrator, narrates chat. Narrator, off.
I find it a little annoying. Now, chat delay is how much time between someone sending a message in chat and when it actually displays itself. When you turn that up, all the way up, it takes 6 seconds between sending and displaying. Down, it just does it as soon as it can, as soon as it can load it. This can change the loading screen, distortion levels, can change other things. Now I'll hit done here if I'm done. Now, we're done with the main menu. Let's go into single player. I have a bunch of worlds in here. I've made a bunch of some videos on some of these worlds. Others I just played with and never did anything else with. Now, you can use the scroll wheel to go through these, and You can also use this scroll bar. You can hold left click on it, and it'll take you up and down. Now, you'll notice if I hover over this, there's an arrow right there that I can click on, and that will take me right into the world when I'm hovering over it and it's blue. But when I'm not hovering over it, I can just click on the world, and this bar appears around it. Now down here, I can select delete. I'm not going to delete it. This thing, it's a world a family member of mine made. I'm not going to delete it. So it says delete a world. To delete a world, you just select delete and then delete. You can also hit recreate, which will, oh, whoops, haha. Recreate will make a copy of that world, except it's only a copy of the way that the world started. Say you go in and you find a beautiful forest. If you create an explosion in that first world that destroys a bunch of the forest, and then you recreate the world, you won't get that explosion in there. You'll just have the forest the way it was. Now, you'll also see the Create New World button. Now, the default here is New World. You can backspace all of that and name it whatever you would like. How about... Right here you can select your game mode. Survival is when you have a health bar and you can die. You have to use your resources intelligently, and you have to, survive. Hardcore mode is similar to survival, but it's locked on the hardest difficulty, which means mobs do more damage and stuff. And some mobs can even break blocks now. And unlike a regular survival world, where if you die you can select respawn and come back, in hardcore you only have one life, and if you die, the world deletes itself. Creative mode is something that has been around since before Minecraft was even called Minecraft, back when it was in alpha and beta versions, when it was called Cave Game. In creative mode, well, in survival mode, when you're breaking a block, then it takes time to break. When you're in creative mode, when you left click it, it just breaks immediately. You also have something called the creative menu, which I will show you once we get in there. Now, difficulty. Peaceful means no mobs, no creatures, no hostile creatures will spawn, and nothing will attack you. Easy means the creatures won't do as much damage, your hunger doesn't go down as fast, and it's easier to regenerate health. Normal is just the average difficulty, and hard is the more difficult. Mobs do more damage, you lose hunger more quickly, you can even die of hunger, actually. Let's go on to easy. Allow cheats. That is what lets you use commands in the game, which actually goes along with the game code, so it's a bit of a cool thing. Now, data packs, though, those are things that you do in the files. When you have a data pack downloaded, you drag it from the downloads folder into a folder called .minecraft, which you'll find in %appdata%. and then you drag it into the data pack folder, and then you close the game and open it back up, and it will appear right here, and you can select it and then put it there. Open pack folder, that'll just bring you to the file folder. I do not have it right now, but that is fine. I'll hit done, and now we can go into game rules. Now, this also works with commands and things like that. Now, keep inventory after death. The default for survival mode and for all worlds is off, so when you die, all your stuff will drop on the ground, and you'll have to go and get it again. I usually keep that on because I'm very bad at finding my stuff. Now these are a bunch of other options, and they aren't usually important unless you just want to have an easier or more difficult experience. Like maybe you're doing a challenge or something. Or maybe you just are helping someone who's new to Minecraft get around. Yeah. Different damages that you can take. Things like that. Now, let's hit now cancel. If you hit cancel, it'll take you back, but it won't save the changes you've made. Say I changed this from off to on. I hit cancel. I go back, and it's off again. That means it didn't save. Now I click it, and it's on. I hit done, and I go back, and it saves it as on. That's good. Now let's go to more world options, and it brings up 3 more things. Oh, 4 more things. If I hit done again, it brings me back to the regular world options. I hit more, brings me here again. Bonus chest is something that helps you when you start. Generate structures, that just means buildings and things like that. Some people don't want those. Maybe they're just trying to do a regular world where it's really survival and they're not trying to get help from anything. Although I feel like that kind of takes away a bit of what Minecraft is. The mysteries and the structures and whatnot. Now import settings. If I choose that, then it brings up a file.json folder. I do not have any settings to import. Now, settings would be things from previous worlds, or maybe something you downloaded from, say, CurseForge or something like that. Now, this is the seed up here. The seed is the random number that has a lot of digits that will decide what your world looks like, what it's shaped like, what blocks are where, what biomes are where, and what mobs will spawn in what areas. It also determines what structures will be around. Now, you can type in a bunch of numbers in here, like but you can also type in letters. Let's see what that does. Safe. Goodness. Right here we see world type default. That just means it will generate like your average Minecraft world. This is super flat. That means that it is just absolutely flat. Nothing will. Nothing, no ups and downs. The only blocks that go up are on structures. It's just this unlimited grassland that has, so a block of grass, like 3 blocks of dirt, and then the bottom of the world. You can customize it to change blocks and stuff. You can also go to presets, and you can change different, you can change these different blocks that are up here, and you can change things here. Classic flat, that's this one. Tunnel stream, there's stone everywhere. Water world, it's very deep in water. And there's that. Snowy, bottomless pit. Don't know what that is. Void, it just means there's no blocks anywhere. It's just a blank world. Redstone Ready is usually the one people go to for redstone experimentation. It's filled with sand and sandstone. And there's desert, which also has a lot of sand and sandstone. I'll hit cancel. And I'll hit it again. Large biomes. That means, well, biomes will be a lot larger. But, hey, oh, you see the number changed? That's a cool thing it does. When you put it into a bunch of random letters, and you go into another menu, it will load that into the numbers that it will equal. Now, large biomes, if you just want to stay in the same biome and don't want to see any others, this is one of the ones that you're probably going to want. Amplified, just for fun, requires a beefy computer. Yeah, it raises how high structures can and prefabs can go. Prefab just means prefabricated, just something that Mojang designed before the world was made, before the world you're making is finished. It makes the higher places higher, the lower places lower, wider places wider, and the thinner places thinner. Amplified, emphasized, I guess you could say. Next is called single biome. If you only want to play in one biome, then this is the one you want. You can choose different biomes here, different end things, different frozen and overworld things, some nether things. All very cool. Yeah. Now if we hit this again, we go back to default. And, I don't want to see the number. Yeah. Now, we're done with that. We named it we put in a bunch of random letters for the seed. With cheats on, our game mode is going to be survival. Cheats are going to be on. Difficulty easy. Keep inventories on. Let's create this new world. Now, this background here, that is Minecraft dirt texture. This is like the loading screen for Minecraft. And this thing in the middle is the loading bar. The 0%, the percent thing shows how far along it is. This is just a little animation that they make. Also, I think it's just generating the world around the player so that they don't spawn in the void, just in case. And once the gray part reaches all the edges, it will be complete. Once this is a perfect square as well, boom, 100% world loading rain. Boom. Our Minecraft world. Notice it is a little laggy. I'm going to help. Now, look at me. This is my character. I changed my camera angle by pressing the F5 button, at the top of your keyboard. Now, this is the regular view. This is called first person mode, where you're just seeing from the point of view of your eyes, of your face, and everything. You see there are pigs over here. These guys are peaceful. You can use them as a food source. You can keep them as a pet. Now, if I press F5 again, it puts me in third person mode. It makes the camera go way behind the character, and it lets them see the area around them, as well as in front of them, and a little bit behind them. Say if you're being chased by someone, but you don't want to, distract yourself from the things ahead, you can use this to make sure they don't get too close. If you press F5 one more time, you're in second person mode, which is like the camera looking your character right in the eyes and, just guiding them along. Now, with this, you can see behind you. This is for situations where if you're running through a place that doesn't have that many obstacles, you just want to make sure nothing's behind you and things like that, that you will be safe and everything. Also, it's cool for screenshots. Say if there's an explosion behind you and you want to be cool so you don't look at the explosion, then you just take a screenshot. Then I press F5 one more time, and I'm back in first person mode. Now, you notice I spawned next to a chest with 4 torches around it. If I right click this chest, there are some basic materials inside. Today we have 3 apples, 1 piece of bread. We have 1, 2, then we have 10, 11, 17, 18, 19, 20 oak planks, 1 oak log, 1 wooden pickaxe, and 1 wooden axe. Now, I can press E or escape to exit this menu with the chest. I hit escape in this instance. I can right click it again to look inside. And if I left click it, you'll notice the cracks start appearing. That's me breaking the chest. That's me trying to pick it up. Now this world is not loading quite right, so I'm going to change a setting. I hit escape. I go to options, video settings. This is usually what your loading problems are going to be coming from. Maybe something that's going to be too high on here. Now, frame rate max is unlimited so that it can work as well as it can. Render distance is down to 10 chunks. A chunk is like an 8x8 block area. So I can see like 80 blocks away with this. Brightness, you saw it when it was at all the way up. I'll turn it down, and this is called moody brightness. You see under the trees, more shadows, things like that. Moody is like for more of an immersive experience, and things like that, when you want it a tad bit more realistic. Now, I'll turn it all the way back up. Now I'll change the graphics from fancy to fabulous. Oh goodness. Can it handle this? Can my computer handle this? Now, you see, I'm trying to break the leaves. Cracks appear on them. If I hold left click long enough, boom, it breaks. And that time, I got sticks. You saw a bunch of particles flew everywhere. Then I punched grass. I got wheat seeds. That is basic resource gathering. Now, we'll go back to options and video settings, go from fabulous to fast. This reduces the amount of rain and snow. Transparency effects are disabled for various blocks, like leaves. Now you'll notice something different. Instead of being see-through, that part of the leaves are black. Now they're a solid block. Now, other than that, the settings and stuff, I have my axe right here. Now, I also have a pickaxe. You'll notice that a bunch of other things in my inventory are very spread out. Like, why do you have 6 oak planks there, but then only 1 in some of the other places? Well, if I pick this up and then click twice really fast, no. If I just click twice really fast on the oak planks, it brings all of the other pieces of oak plank from my inventory into that slot there. And you can move things in your inventory by left-clicking on them once, and then left-clicking on them again to put them down. For apples, it is the same as the oak planks. Click twice really fast. Boom. I have all 3 right there. Sometimes your inventory can get a little cluttered, but that's okay. Now, you break blocks by left-clicking, and I left-clicked to the torch, and I got a torch. Now, torches in regular Minecraft do not go out, so they just keep. Don't worry about lighting them or them going out. Oh, here's another thing. If you want to quickly make something move from one spot in your inventory to another, hold the left side shift and then left click it, and it moves it right over there. But what if I have multiple things that I want to get over there, but I don't necessarily want to double click on them? Then you can do the same thing. You can shift and left click. It'll move it right to the nearest stack that it can go in. Boom. Now, some blocks take a bit longer to break than torches. You saw that when I broke them, when I left click them, they break immediately. Well, if I punch this, you notice it takes time. And it puts cracks on it, and boom. Once it's done, the block disappears and it drops its item form, the chest. You can place blocks back down by right-clicking. Now, you may be asking yourself, what if I want to put something on the chest? Well, here's what happens. If you just right-click the chest, with a block in your hand, bring a torch. You just go into the chest inventory. But if you hold shift and then right-click it, then you can place things around it. Just like the way it started. Now you can break, and now the torches do not get damaged if you break a chest with them. They are fine. But there are faster ways to break a chest, like with an axe. A chest is a wooden block, just like this over here. So if I use an axe on it, you'll notice that it breaks a little bit faster. Now watch me break this log with my bare hand. About the same time it takes as the chest. Now, look at the axe. You notice a green bar appeared underneath the axe. If I press E to go into my inventory, then you can look at the axe. You see a little bit of its durability has gone down. Every time you break a block with it, or every time you break a block or interact with an entity using a tool, the durability goes down. When the durability reaches 0, the tool breaks. Now, I broke one block, which was the chest, and that took that thing down from 59 durability to 58. Now, you may ask yourself, what about blocks that break instantly, like torches? Will they make the durability go down? Well, let me show you. 58, 58, and still 58. The durability of an item does not go down if you use it to break a block that breaks instantly. Now, I just broke a bunch more oak logs, and you'll notice it's now down to 53 durability, and the green bar has also gone a little to the left. Now look at this. The sun is going down. This is a dangerous time for a Minecraft player, because when the sun goes all the way down, evil mobs start spawning. Zombies, skeletons, creepers, all very dangerous opponents. Now, next I will teach you about crafting. Something that is integral to Minecraft, hence the name. Now, if you left click an oak log and then put it there, you can craft it into oak planks. If you left click it, you'll get one oak log worth of oak planks. One oak log makes 4 planks. If I shift left click the oak planks, I get all of them and use up all the logs. Then I'll have to go make more. And now it's nighttime, so I have to make something that will help me survive. The most important item in Minecraft, the crafting table. You need 4 oak planks in a 2x2 formation in a crafting grid like this, and you get one. Now I'll shift left click my oak planks into my hotbar. The hotbar is the 9 square slots that are at the bottom of your inventory, and the ones that you see when you're not in your inventory. Now I'm going to build a house. You can either build a house on the surface, or you can dig down and make a bunker. Today I'm going to show you that I'm going to build a house. Do you hear that? That's a zombie. That is very loud. I'll press escape, go to options, music and sounds, master volume down to 70. Oh, I'm going to turn the music to 15, weather to 10, hostile creatures to 40, blocks 20, this down to 20, and I'll be okay with this. Subtitles are on, so directional audio. Oh, I like that. Hold on. Oh, I can hear that. Aha! I can use the directional sound to help me. This is a zombie. It is an aggressive mob. It will try to attack you and end your life. If I get too close to it, it hits me, and it takes down 1 heart of my health. That is 2 damage. Every heart, all the 10 hearts you see down there, every heart is worth 2 health. I, by myself, with my bare hands, or with a random item, only do 1 damage. So what I did in 4 hits, the zombie could have done in 2. Now, the directional audio is a bit weird in Minecraft, so I'm going to turn it off, because most people don't use that. I already have directional headphones, so I don't need it. Now, you'll notice that when I hit them, they go backward. That is a thing called knockback. When you hit something, it goes away from the direction from which it was hit. Now, I can kill them with my bare hands. Oh, and did you see that? Little stars that flew up? That's what happens when you hit something while you're falling. When you jump and hit something perfectly as you fall, it does more damage. It's called a critical hit. Ow! Oh, I'm being attacked by them. I'm going to have to run away. Although I have tools that do extra damage. The axe does 7, pickaxe does 2. I'll use the axe. Boom. I used a critical hit on that zombie, and I'll do a critical hit this one as well. Now you notice they dropped some green orbs that went to me and made a little tinkling sound. Those are experience orbs. Those things contribute to your levels down there at the bottom. Those things will not be used very early on when you start a world. So you don't need to concern yourself with them right now. Right now, let's build a house. First, we need walls. Let's break these grass blocks and move them. You'll notice that when I break a grass block, it just turns into dirt. Well, you're not able to get regular grass unless you have special tools. Alright, we have ourselves walls. Now, I usually like to build my bases with walls that are 3 blocks tall. Ah! Game lagged. Okay, I've got myself the beginnings of a house. I got walls. Now I'll right click to place down the crafting table, and it opens up a new type of inventory. With this, I can make things. I do not have the ability to craft anything at the moment, but when I get more resources, such as wood, I will. Now, you'll notice that, see those little legs, what look like legs of chicken down there? That is my hunger bar. That goes down passively over time, and it goes down faster when you're walking, running, or jumping. Now, you run by hitting the sprint key. I've changed my sprint key to R, but the default sprint key in Minecraft is Control. The way to sprint is press W, and then while you're holding W to run, while you're holding W, you press Control. Well, I don't have it as Control, but you press your sprint key while you're holding walk, and then you start sprinting, which makes you go faster. But you get more hungry over time. Now, you can make your hunger bar go closer to full by eating. You'll notice I have bread and 3 apples. I also have rotten flesh. I eat by holding right click while holding the item that I want to eat. Now, I can't eat torches or pickaxes or axes. I can only eat things the game designates as food, like apples. Some things give more hunger back than others. Like, the bread gives back more hunger than an apple, but the apple, in this case, will still fill me up because I did not have much hunger left to fill. Now you notice that my health went back up. When you fill up your hunger bar, you get an effect called saturation, and that heals your character. Now I will eat 1 more apple, and that will heal me all the way up. Now, I will go back and get some more wood. Now, one thing that you'll notice in Minecraft... Oh, that's a skeleton. One thing that you'll notice about Minecraft is that sometimes things don't make sense. Like, say, I put those three there. Those 3 blocks. I break this. These 2 blocks are floating. Well, almost every block in the game floats by itself when you place it down. The only things that fall are certain falling blocks and entities. Entities are just things that have health and that move. Blocks do not have health and they do not usually move. Now, the crafting menu in the crafting table is very similar to what's in your inventory, but it's bigger. So you'll be able to create more things. So now we have 12 oak planks. We can put these in different patterns. Now, if you don't know any recipes of Minecraft, or if you have a hard time remembering, click this green book on the left. And if you're in your regular inventory, the green book is down there. Clicking it will show all the recipes that you have unlocked and different categories of recipes. Some recipes you need to get by crafting, which sounds backwards, but I guess it's how it works. And oh, you'll notice that we could just have to reload it. So in here, we can go like this. Wait, hold on. You can click on any of these to make the recipe for it. Click once. 1 oak plank makes 1 oak button. 2 left and right make an oak pressure plate. 4 makes a crafting table, which we already have. And 2 on top of each other makes 4 sticks. Now if I right click in here, you'll notice that there are a lot more recipes in here than there are in my regular inventory. I have tools and weapons, blocks, miscellaneous, and redstone. Right now we'll go into redstone and go to an oak door. You can left click it here, and selecting something in here doesn't give you the recipe, it just automatically arranges the items where they need to be. In this case, it's a 2 by 3 rectangle of oak planks, and that makes 3 oak doors. Don't ask me why, it's just how it is. Now I'll break these. Now, you may be asking yourself, why did I place those down when the skeleton was coming? Well, it's because the skeleton was coming. Since the skeleton is just as tall as the player, if I place this down, you'll notice I can't walk through it. Even if I crouch, I'm only 1.5 blocks tall, not 1. If I were 1 block tall, I could get through there, but I'm not. So I won't be able to fit. Now I take the oak logs, and I shift left click, and I bring them back. Now, next part is crafting tools. I already have a pickaxe and a wooden axe. This is the crafting recipe for a pickaxe, 3 oak planks on the top, 2 sticks down the middle. Now, I can left click this and pick it up. That makes a hoe, which is something that is going to till the ground where you can plant seeds, like this. I will take that to show you how to do that. Next is an axe, which is 3 oak planks in the top left corner in an arrow shape, and then 2 sticks up and down in the middle. Boom. There are 2 more tools I can make, but I'm only going to be able to afford to make one of them. I'm going to make the sword. This is the weapon of choice for many Minecraft players. On all these tools, they have attack damage and attack speed. Wooden sword has the highest attack speed. And and the second highest attack damage of the wooden tools. The wooden axe has 7 damage, but it attacks half as fast. Now, you'll notice I'm hungry again. I will eat this rotten flesh. Now, that may sound like cannibalism, but these guys are zombies. They're not technically humans. So I'll right click to eat it, and you'll notice my hunger bar is green, and I have a disgusting meat stick on the top right of my screen. If I go into my inventory, I have the hunger effect. It means I will get more hungry, and I will do so quicker. Now, I think that's all the time that I have for this particular episode, but I'll place these doors down and show you how to use them. To open a door, right click it. To close it, right click it again. I will place blocks on top. Now, again, to place blocks on things that already have a right click function, you crouch and right. Oh, whoops. You crouch and, well, you don't usually need to, but in that case I was not able to. Now I'll break this and then place that there. My doors have things on top now. We've begun our house, and that will be it for this episode of Minecraft 101. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like on the video. And if you want to see more tips and tricks like this in the future, then let me know in the comments down below. And hit the subscribe button so you'll be notified of my next upload and you won't miss the next tutorial. Now, anyway, I hope you've all had a good day so far. I hope you have a good day after. And I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.